Hello everyone and welcome back to W13 Universe. I'm your host Jitch and we're watching Friday Night SmackDown where we are just 23 days away from WrestleMania. One thing that has been confirmed for WrestleMania is that this man is WrestleMania bound with a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. He has decided he doesn't want to give Raw his good graces. He doesn't want to go back to a brand that threw him away, as he announced this Monday on Raw. Via a pre-recorded video, Cesaro was not in the building, had no interest in showing up to Monday night. So he has made his decision. He will meet Triple H one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship in just over 3 weeks' time.
And approaching the ring, from Palo Alto, California, weighing 247 pounds, the United States champion, Damien Sandow.
Have I gotten that right? Is it 3 weeks' time? I believe that's correct. Yeah, because Raw would have been 4 weeks. It would have been 4 weeks from Monday. I'm being dumb here. I'm pretty sure it's 23 days. I'm pretty sure I did the math right there. Anyway, Antonio Cesaro, the current reigning Mr. Money in the Bank, for those that may have forgotten, has been called out tonight by the Royal Rumble winner Antonio Cesaro. He says he's going to beat Cesaro into deterring him from even considering trying to ruin Antonio Cesaro's WrestleMania moment. At WrestleMania, of course. You know, his WrestleMania moment on Raw. Now, he's insisting that he's going to stop Damien Sandow from even considering it by showing him the world of hurt that he is in for if he is to actually decide to cash in on Antonio Cesaro at WrestleMania or get involved in that match, cause a disqualification, cash in mid-match, whatever it is Damien Sandow could choose to do. Antonio Cesaro wants to make it abundantly clear tonight he is going to beat that idea out of Sandow. Assuming it's there, Sandow has played dumb and has continued to kind of sweep his briefcase under the rug and pretend that that is not something that he is in possession of, as Sandow seems to be playing an invasive game here against Antonio Cesaro. There's a cartwheel from Cesaro as the real American, as he calls himself, Antonio Cesaro, clearly losing his patience with Damien Sandow. Clearly losing his patience with Damien Sandow. I was about to say, I can't really say I blame him. Damien Sandow. The thing about Damien Sandow is this guy will get you. This guy is smart, and you're seeing it right here. It was a really well played out move there by Damien Sandow. What he did, for those that, you know, weren't looking. That's basically what commentators are saying when they describe to you what you literally just saw. What he did there is try to keep the distance from Antonio Cesaro as best as possible to strike when he saw fit. And I think that really worked to start things off here, but unfortunately, I think he might have just made Antonio more angry in the process. Well, coming up tonight, we have a miniature tournament for the WWE Tag Team Championships beginning. Obviously, we've only got 3 more episodes of SmackDown from now on then. But Edge and Christian were a last-minute decision to fight for the tag team titles at WrestleMania 2. And they could end up fighting against a last-minute decision and a new team at WrestleMania 3. As we have been told that there have been some newly assembled and randomly selected teams that are set to compete in this miniature tag team tournament. Now, the way this is going to work is there's going to be 2 teams face-off tonight. There'll be 2 teams face-off next week. And the winner of those 2 matches will face off, you know, just 9 days before WrestleMania. So that is really all there is to it. Is it similar to the Divas Championship situation? Absolutely. Am I sorry for that? Not at all.
What a fierce
We're also going to find out who's going to be challenging Damien Sandow for the United States Championship later on tonight. And get a load of this. The losing team at the Elimination Chamber, CM Punk, Randy Orton, and Dolph Ziggler, will all meet in a triple threat match in which the winner of that triple threat will be named #1 contender to Damien Sandow's United States Championship. So it's another opportunity for one of those three superstars to capture the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Now, that's not the opportunity that they were looking for, clearly, but, I mean, for CM Punk and Randy Orton, it's not, you know, initially what they were looking for, but it's big. It's big news for them, absolutely. Or an elbow tie up between these two, and breaking off, breaking it off really quickly. Damien Sandow get all over Antonio Cesaro. He has really outwitted the 2012 Royal Rumble winner here tonight. Sandow continues to build that momentum and almost, I'd say, getting an upset there. Cesaro, I think he's definitely overwhelming Cesaro with his superior intelligence here. Terminus from Damien Sandow. And a cover attempt. And that's not enough, unfortunately, for Damien Sandow. Fans not really sure who to root for in this one. I feel like they're just enjoying watching these two beat the hell out of each other. We've got an interesting main event coming your way here tonight. Stone Cold Steve Austin is set to face off against Mankind. That's a very big matchup, if you ask me. Obviously, not a lot of WrestleMania implication there, but Stone Cold Steve Austin's foul attitude and attack on Mankind. This was a match that Mankind personally wanted, and it's a match that Mankind will get tonight. We've been told that something big could await the winner of that match in regards to WrestleMania. We've also been told, for those that are maybe curious about the state of the European Championship, we've been told that Daniel Bryan will defend the European Championship in a championship scramble match at WrestleMania. It will be Daniel Bryan up against 4 superstars that will be determined on here SmackDown as well as Raw and Superstars in the coming weeks. So keep an eye peeled wherever, whenever, for those European Championship Scramble qualifiers. 5 superstars set to fill the ring in a big 20-minute match for Daniel Bryan's European Championship. It's also been signed, it's been official, John Cena will face Mark Henry at WrestleMania. That match is now confirmed. I know that's Raw news, but it is confirmed. And apparently, Brock Lesnar has begun some kind of campaign to get himself into the World Heavyweight Championship match, being told that apparently he didn't get a fair rematch at Elimination Chamber. I've never seen Brock Lesnar complain like this, but apparently he didn't get a fair shot at the World Heavyweight Championship inside the Elimination Chamber. Triple H took many illegal procedures in the Chamber match, apparently, and Lesnar wants another opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't really know what you do as SmackDown General Manager, hearing that someone as vicious as Brock Lesnar is campaigning, because he could come out here and cause all kinds of destruction if he wanted to, but currently stands he is not scheduled to compete here tonight on SmackDown. Cesaro catching him, and Damien Sandow, what's he doing here? Damien Sandow running outside the ring in a hurry. I think you could tell that maybe Cesaro was up to something. Damien Sandow's got a steel chair in hand. Antonio Cesaro getting in the ring, and Sandow, oh wow, okay, he really was willing to throw this one away here. Damien Sandow, wow, okay, this guy just really doesn't care about getting disqualified here tonight. He does not want to fight Antonio Cesaro, and he found any way he could to get out of it. And there you go. I gotta say, Damien Sandow, I think, was really impressive in this match up until that point. That's a disappointing outcome, but you know, he could have actually defeated the Royal Rumble winner here tonight. I think Cesaro may want to reevaluate on his road to WrestleMania, as that definitely didn't go his way, and that steel chair shot to the head is going to do some serious long-term damage that I hope he can recover from in the coming weeks here on SmackDown, as SmackDown must continue. Well, this is a rather interesting situation we've got here. The first European Championship Scramble qualifier is set to take place here on SmackDown right now, and following the bad blood that brewed between these two inside the Elimination Chamber, we've been told the Celtic Cross have imploded, and they are set to face off tonight per their own decision, with this extra stipulation added on later on. Right, so for those that are a little bit curious as to exactly what I mean by that, I mean these two were scheduled for a match here tonight, as they've really been pinning the blame on one another for not being able to survive the Elimination Chamber. You know, they had Triple H outnumbered, and he still ended up defeating them both to close out the Elimination Chamber, and there's a lot of blame, mostly from Sheamus towards Drew McIntyre, for allowing Sheamus to be eliminated, and I gotta say, I think that that tension could really pay off in a great match here tonight. We've been told that, you know, these two are money superstars, and as most of WrestleMania is filling out, these two were scheduled to be in this Tag Team Championship Contenders Tournament. Obviously, they've had to be pulled from that because of their issues, and we've been told that instead, the winner of this match will join the European Championship Scramble match against Daniel Bryan, as these two superstars are currently too valuable to be left off of WrestleMania entirely. So if they're not going to cooperate as a team, only one of them will make it to WrestleMania with a European Championship opportunity. Of course, Drew McIntyre, the first man to have ever held the European Championship, and Sheamus, the first man to have ever held the European Championship twice. These two helped bring in that championship to the WWE. I'm sure Sheamus would love it a third time. I'm sure Drew would love another championship around his waist just as much too. So here we go. This should be a big one.
Here we go. The first competitor to pin or make their opponent tap will win this match.
Drew catching Sheamus by the leg. Say there should be a good matchup here tonight. It's just unfortunate to see the Celtic Cross implode like this, but I had a feeling this was coming after the closing moments of the Elimination Chamber. I say, you know, Sheamus was allowed to be eliminated from the match by Drew McIntyre, who did not stop Triple H from getting him out, and honestly that could have been their downfall there, as if Drew had broken up that pin, then perhaps Drew wouldn't have been pinned moments later, and they could have worked together to eliminate Triple H in that 2-on-1 advantage that they had. And one of them could be holding the World Heavyweight Championship right now, getting ready to face Antonio Cesaro at WrestleMania 3. We have been told that Triple H has been given the night off here tonight following the Elimination Chamber. Obviously a very grueling match, and you know, he really did let it all hang out in that matchup, especially when it came to the way that man beat down Brock Lesnar. We've never seen Brock Lesnar victimized like that, and yet Lesnar insists that Triple H had cheated in one way or another, and I don't really know how you can do anything illegal in an Elimination Chamber. There are no rules in the chamber other than, you know, people coming in at a certain time and get eliminated by a pinfall or submission. But apparently Triple H abused certain rules, and Lesnar is insistent that he is due another opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship by, or if not at, WrestleMania. He's got 3 SmackDowns to try and sort that one out. I don't know how exactly he plans on pulling that off, especially when you got Stone Cold Steve Austin right now livid. He's not getting a World Championship opportunity. I feel like Triple H is going to have a few World Championship defenses to make between now and WrestleMania at the rate this is going, but I don't know if that's really fair on Antonio Cesaro, who made that decision based on the fact that Triple H is supposed to be now a lock for WrestleMania. You can really feel the bitterness building between these two. when you put a world championship between two friends, you can watch them completely and utterly fall apart like this. This should come as no surprise. Sheamus. Drew. Looking great right now. That pains me to say. I've always believed in Drew McIntyre's potential, but the 2012 King of the Ring. I mean, I gotta be honest, yeah, that would be a big loss at WrestleMania. I have to agree with SmackDown management. If Sheamus isn't booked at WrestleMania, we are short the King of the Ring. Cover attempt here by Sheamus. Drew is getting pummeled right now by Sheamus. This could be it. This could be all she wrote for Drew McIntyre, unfortunately. Ooh. Getting a little bit roughed up by Sheamus, truth be told. Okay, kick out at 2. Not too bad. No pun intended. Suplex there by Drew McIntyre to Sheamus. And it looks like Drew McIntyre has found a way to get back into this matchup. It's kind of good to see, honestly. I was worried that this one was going to be a final decision. You know, it's interesting. One of these two will be competing for the European Championship for the second WrestleMania in a row, as when that European Championship was initially introduced, that's the word I was looking for, to WrestleMania back at last year's WrestleMania 2. I believe it was Sheamus that walked in with the European Championship. Ended up losing it to Wade Barrett.
Once again, targeting the damaged leg.
Wow. Drew McIntyre completely and utterly in control. Sorry, my voice just kind of went out a little bit there. In control of this match right now. Squeezing down on the head, even. It's interesting, the bro kick seems to have like awoken something in Drew McIntyre. Ever since taking that big boot to the face, he seems to be more into this match than he was before it. I tell you, he is a rough and tough, out loud and proud Scotsman, not Scotland. Sheamus catching Drew on the apron and beating him on the chest as he just continues to stand over him inside the ring. The head games there by Sheamus coming in strong. Drew catches Sheamus. Oh wow, okay, that came out of nowhere. Drew McIntyre catching him with the Future Shock DDT. And wait a minute, Sheamus. Oh. What is he doing out here? Austin is involved in our main event tonight. He's got no business being out here right now. Well, the fans seem to be enjoying it, but I don't understand. Oh! Big headbutt there by Sheamus as he goes in for a cover attempt on Drew, and Austin continues to just kind of disrupt this match.
He landed with a thud. Sheamus is absolutely dominating. Listen to that chop echo throughout the arena.
Sheamus looking down at Stone Cold. You can kind of hear him shouting something.
This guy doesn't need a therapist.
What the hell is Austin doing?
There they go again, sent crashing to the outside. Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre clearly capitalizing off of that as Austin exposing a turnbuckle there. Now Austin seems to have picked an issue with Sheamus. Perhaps this goes back to the King of the Ring tournament where Sheamus eliminated Stone Cold Steve Austin and went on to win the King of the Ring. That was about as close to a world title shot as Austin has come since coming here to SmackDown. And Sheamus completely distracted, but it seems like he's been able to shift his focus back to Drew McIntyre. Austin has completely disrupted the flow of this match.
Submission locked in, and this might be it.
Submission hold applied here by Drew McIntyre. Sheamus reaches the ropes.
Drew controlling the head. Taking on that with authority.
I don't really know what's going on right now. Could someone get Austin out of here? Anyone, please get him out of here.
It's like he's admonishing his legs, saying, "Don't let me down now." Submission holds locked in, and he's in big trouble.
McIntyre catching up the arm of... Okay.
And that one hurt his hand.
Sheamus there.
I don't think so.
Nowhere to go. Center of the ring.
Drew McIntyre once again catching Sheamus off guard with that same submission hold, and once again letting go. It seems to me like Austin is literally distracting both sides of this matchup.
The Irish curse strikes again.
Another attempt here. And that's it.
Sheamus wins.
Well, I don't really understand exactly what it is that Stone Cold Steve Austin was doing, but he seems to have made it his business to try and disrupt this match as best as possible, and it didn't really stop Sheamus's momentum.
Victory here tonight.
Love him or hate him, that was an incredible match.
That was something else. I've never really seen a situation like that before, but hey, Stone Cold Steve Austin really wanted to get in the head of, I guess, SmackDown management, maybe? Maybe him and Brock Lesnar aren't so different in that sense. They both seem to want a world title shot. They both seem to want that so-called justice for themselves, and nonetheless, Sheamus joins the European Championship. He is the first confirmed of 4 challengers for Daniel Bryan's European Championship in 23 days' time at WrestleMania 3. Well, CM Punk, everybody, coming down to the ring here tonight to try and earn a shot at the United States Championship, a title that he has never won before, held by a man that he has won a championship from before, in the name of Damien Sandow, who we saw get disqualified earlier in the night. Well, this should make for an interesting situation. CM Punk set to face off against a man he's recently been teaming with in Randy Orton, as well as Dolph Ziggler. They're all kind of somewhat allies with each other, but they all have one common goal in tonight's match, and that's the United States Championship. Dolph Ziggler. I mean, this is the man that I feel like right now he's very focused on becoming United States Champion. You take a look back at the TLC, the hell he went through to defeat Drew McIntyre to earn the shot the first time. Then, of course, the Royal Rumble, Dolph Ziggler cheated out of a United States Championship match by Damien Sandow skipping out on defending his title at the Royal Rumble event. And then at the Elimination Chamber, Dolph Ziggler's only shot at trying to capture the United States Championship was dashed when he got 3-on-1 outnumbered by the elimination of Punk and Randy Orton. He has not yet had a one-on-one collision with Damien Sandow, and I feel like WrestleMania 3 is when that should finally go down. I feel like the time has come, the time is right, give this man that opportunity. Of course, he has to earn it. I can't say give, that's not the right wording, but you know what I mean. Finally, here we go. Randy Orton, a former multi-time world champion. This man definitely, I think, could make a great United States champion. Is it a step down from his former glory, world championships? Of course. But I feel like he could really add that extra little bit of prestige to the now very prestigious United States Championship. I will not deny the history of the United States Championship is most certainly not one of the strongest track records we've seen in the WWE history, but I do feel that this is a man alongside the current champion Damien Sandow that could really help continue to kind of increase the value of the United States Championship. I feel like ever since it's been resurrected here on SmackDown, you know, Drew McIntyre winning it, Rey Mysterio winning it, Sandow winning it, I feel like it's starting to really feel like that prize, that prestigious kind of workhorse championship that the Intercontinental Championship really represents over on Raw. What better man than Randy Orton? I feel like all three of these guys could be great United States champions, truth be told. I'd be happy with any outcome here tonight. I just hope that one of the three is able to overcome Damien Sandow at WrestleMania, especially after his actions earlier tonight. I want to see him try to cash in his World Heavyweight Championship contract at WrestleMania, because I think Antonio Cesaro would make him pay big time, whether he was successful in cashing in or not. And that's not even including Triple H. CM Punk is out of the ring here, and now we see a face-off between Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler. And of course, this is going to be a fast-paced matchup, this triple threat. But this is first fall to the finish. This is not elimination, so it really can end in an instant.
Randy Orton moves like a world champion. He's just so talented. Oh, big DDT. That could be it. Nice, well-placed kick to the ribs. What a clothesline.
Punk struggling for control. What is going through that demented mind of Randy Orton?
Well, we never know.
Sorry, I had like a real irritated feeling in my ear, so I just wiped my ear and there was like blood, like not like in my ear hole,
Just popping the
like
jaw.
on one of those just little folds, you know, along the top of the ear where the headphones are resting, and that just weirded me out for a second. So I was just making sure that no more came out, and it wasn't any more. It was just that one bit, but that was very strange. Very, very strange. So I just wanted to make sure that that was okay. So if Dolph was just standing there for a moment, do forgive me. I randomized who had control in this match, and it landed on Dolph. God, I'm just like really paranoid about that now. That's so weird.
That Irish whip was delivered with tremendous aggression.
Dolph Ziggler just standing there like, where's my mind? We've already seen one tag team implode on SmackDown here tonight. I'd hate to see CM Punk and Randy Orton's freshly formed team come to an end so quickly, but I have to be honest, I don't think it was ever really much of a thing to begin with. I think they wanted those tag titles for the sake of wanting a championship. I don't think these two were ever really that invested in being a team. I think that was their downfall at Elimination Chamber. I think it'd be their downfall if they were to get another match as a team, as I don't think these two are very interested in working as allies. I think they just want some championship gold. They want that recognition. They want that WrestleMania spotlight.
You hear how his leg connected? What's he planning here? Oh no, look at those eyes. Evil thoughts have to be running.
So yeah, they'll have plenty of opportunity perhaps to try and get some championship gold with the championship scramble. They don't win here tonight. Of course, maybe they could even be in that tag team championship contenders tournament. We don't know who any of the teams in that miniature tournament are. I mean, it's only 4 teams, but we don't know who any of them are right now.
Tonight we're having on SmackDown, and there they go again. Watch it.
Down goes CM Punk. Oh, Dolph Ziggler strike with a steel chair. And unlike the match between Damien Sandow and Antonio Cesaro earlier tonight, this is perfectly legal. You can't disqualify someone in a triple threat match. There's no saying who the winner is in that situation. So this match will continue despite the illegal objects being used in the ring. because we need to find out who the contender to the United States Championship is. Following this match, of course, we have our first of the 3 matches to determine new contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championship. I'm very curious to see who here from SmackDown is getting an opportunity to try and win a shot at the WWE Tag Team titles. You know, something I'm really looking forward to is the night after WrestleMania, the draft. I can't wait to see where everybody is headed after WrestleMania. I can't wait to see what the future holds for SmackDown and Raw.
Remember, this is a no disqualification match. Anything goes. Orton's in trouble.
Of course, this is a Falls Count Anywhere situation, these triple threat matches.
Thus far, this has been a very
That's a trial and error move on the company's part. We found that whenever superstars... Oh, Ziggler. Oh, okay, well, that was probably a smart move. I wouldn't want to try jumping all the way over to Randy Orton. We found whenever we had a triple threat fatal 4-way matchup and there was no counts on the outside, we found that these matches would go on for quite a long time, as the match can get a little carried away out there, and then before you know it, you've got yourself a 40-minute match where no one's winning anything because they're too busy beating the hell out of each other outside the ring. So naturally, we had to come to the decision that every multi-man match would be Falls Count Anywhere. I gotta say, Randy Orton and CM Punk seem to be working as a team right now. They seem to be doing a pretty good job of it, if anything. Punk now coming off the ropes, and Randy, okay, well, that was a little self-centered of Randy. Pulled Dolph away. Clearly Punk not liking that too much either. Goes straight in on the offense. German suplex there by Dolph Ziggler. And a huge clothesline to bring down Randy Orton. And Dolph Ziggler has found himself back in this match. I was starting to really write him off mentally. He managed to get back in there. There's that elbow drop. The classic Dolph Ziggler elbow drop. CM Punk kicked off by Randy Orton there, and Randy charging in, going straight for Dolph Ziggler. I think things are starting to get a little bit personal here in this triple threat match. Randy Orton clearly taking issue with Dolph Ziggler. Starting to see a very vicious side of Randy Orton that we haven't seen since he was World Heavyweight Champion right here. Dolph, oh boy. Oh, wow. CM Punk catching Randy Orton off guard, scoops him up on his shoulders, and there's a go to sleep for good measure. Will it be? And Dolph Ziggler with a zigzag on Randy Orton as well. CM Punk screwing with a steel chair. Dolph goes for the cover, and man, Orton just kicked out of a go to sleep and a zigzag. That's very impressive. Out of all three here, he is the only one to have ever held a world championship multiple times, as a matter of fact. Randy all over CM Punk right now. Dolph Ziggler looking to create some separation here as he goes outside the ring. Probably not a bad idea to try and recover out there, catch your breath a little bit, let these two fight it out. CM Punk sending Orton into the ropes, catches him with that drop kick. Oh no, never mind. That was a very strange little sequence there. As Dolph Ziggler gets into the ring very slowly. CM Punk thrown out of the ring. I don't think Ziggler realized CM Punk didn't actually fall out of the ring there. Roll-up attempt here on Randy Orton. Orton shifting things over here to Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler switching things around. Hooks the shoulders right in front of CM Punk though. Punk gonna break it up. No, Punk completely blowing it for himself in an irredeemably weird way. And Dolph Ziggler gets another shot at the United States Championship. Well, you gotta think it's do or die at WrestleMania now for Dolph Ziggler. This man is finally gonna get that one-on-one opportunity with Damien Sandow for the United States Championship. And I think he's gotta bring it home. If he doesn't, back of the line, that's what I say. Dolph Ziggler finally getting a one-on-one shot. We'll see if it was Punk and Orton's fault, if it really was the fact that he was outnumbered towards the end of that chamber that stopped him from becoming United States Champion. We'll find out at WrestleMania, as one more match is confirmed for WrestleMania. But up next, the Tag Team Championship Miniature Tournament begins here on SmackDown. There'll be another match next week on SmackDown. I'm looking forward to seeing that, but here we go. Well, I guess we'll see how much of a roll Funk is on. Brodus Clay coming out here tonight. I'd assume his... Wait, where is he? What the hell? Camera a little weird in this one. And it looks like Cameron and Naomi are not here. So, I guess we can't put our hands together for them. Cameraman seems to think they're still here, but they're not. So, I don't know what to tell you. But Brodus Clay out first. I can only imagine that means his tag team partner tonight is Zack Ryder. But we've been told that there are some surprise teams both here and next week on SmackDown. I've been told I'm actually allowed to disclose what you'll be seeing next week on SmackDown. So get a load of this. I'm very confused by this announcement. We've been told that next week on SmackDown, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero will compete in the other tag team match. But their opponents are very unusual. They're facing off in the main event against each other. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind have been informed that they will be teaming up next week. It has been said that if they want any space at WrestleMania at all, right now the only thing fathomable for them is for them to try and team up and fight for the WWE Tag Team Championship. I don't really understand this decision, but I'm not the SmackDown General Manager, so I guess I wouldn't understand what the thought process behind that is. I guess realistically, yeah, maybe that is the only way to get those guys on WrestleMania. Both of them, make them both happy, but they're facing each other tonight. So let's see who Zack Ryder and Brodus Clay are facing tonight. I did say there'd be some randomly assigned teams. I wasn't expecting Austin and Mankind to be forced together, though. That doesn't even sound like it was randomly assigned. It sounded like it was a choice, as here comes Robert Scorpio. Well, Scorpio has been, for those that have missed it on Superstars, he's been on a little bit of a crusade lately to try and find himself a new tag team partner, as he claims to be a successful former World Tag Team Champion. He says he wants to kind of not relive that glory, but rewrite that glory. And he's been trying to hold auditions on SmackDown, also on Superstars, for new tag team partners, but apparently he has not found anyone fit to team with him over on Saturday nights. But here tonight he has been appointed a tag team partner that he should be more than pleased with. So I'm very curious to see who Mr. Scorpio will be teaming up with here tonight. What? Oh my goodness. Now, hear me out. I absolutely agree. Scorpio should be very thankful to have a tag team partner that lethal. But, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know that this is a guy who's very compatible in tag teams. I don't know that this is a team that could work because I don't really know how you'd communicate with Ryback. I tell you, he is a very good partner to have. You know, the guy's only ever lost one match, but Scorpio got to start things off against Brodus. I believe he defeated Brodus a few weeks back on Superstars. I don't really recall the last time Brodus Clay won a match.
That's not good. Brodus Clay. And the Scorpion fires back.
Oh wow, what a strike there by Scorpio. The head of Brodus Clay. Ryback and Scorpio seems like such an unusual team. I mean, as I said before, we were told that it was someone he'd be very grateful to have as a partner, and I have to agree. As I said before, Ryback has only ever lost one match, but I don't really understand. I don't think these two are going to be very compatible as a team. I'll say that much. Well, Brodus Clay now bracing himself for the powerhouse that is Ryback, and I think he got a little bit of a cheap shot in there. Be interesting to see if this tournament can, I say tournament, it's a series of matches, leads to a contenders match between the teams of Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and Ryder and Clay, as that's kind of, you know, been one of the mainstay team feuds we've seen here on SmackDown. Well, Brodus Clay seems to be in a lot of trouble right now, as he finds himself on the receiving end of a vicious Ryback-style beatdown. Ryback usually works very fast, very hard, and very effectively. So, again, I think Scorpio should be very grateful. I do agree. Brodus Clay is getting absolutely mauled in there. He's going to need to get right. I don't know, actually. Is he going to need to get Ryder in? I don't know if I can stand with that statement. Ryback making a tag to Scorpio. I got to say, I don't honestly know that's such a great move for Ryback. I feel like this guy can very well win the tag team titles by himself. A nice flatliner there brings down Scorpio as Brodus Clay looks to get out of the ring. No surprise after having his head busted open like that. Trying to keep it in his corner. Tag made to a former Cruiserweight champion of 4 times, Zack Ryder. Someone who I think could definitely be in for a number 5 in the near future, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's always a possibility. Ryder really going to town on Scorpio here. I mean, Ryder has done something Scorpio has only ever pursued doing, and that is becoming Cruiserweight champion. I really thought he could do like a springboard dropkick or something, but I guess not. Now the ring goes Ryder. I can't believe that news about next week's tag team match. Eddie and Ray up against Austin and Mankind.
Nice dodge there.
Into the corner goes Scorpio, and now Ryder. Coming off from the second rope, throws through into the cover.
Lifted and now placed upside down. Tied up in the turnbuckle there.
Oh. Taken down Ryder. Scorpio coming a little strong here. I don't even know why Scorpio's in the ring right now. See, the thing is, if it was me and not Scorpio in that ring, I'd be tagging out Ryback, and I'd just be letting him do all the work, truth be told. I mean, I know the guy's got to recover, obviously, but I've seen this guy win, like, you know, handicap matches and stuff in the past. He's no stranger to success. I don't necessarily believe Ryback needs a tag team partner.
He's thrown his opponent out of the ring again.
Small update, just because it's like really weirding me out. My ear has stopped bleeding, but now it's weeping. It's really, I don't know what happened. I don't know how ears start bleeding.
Big elbow.
Ryder, oh wow. I mean, that's definitely one way Ryback can come to his partner's aid.
Gets back in.
Brodus tripping over the steel steps in his anticipation to help Ryder out here, and it seems to have worked. I gotta say, truth be told, I'm looking at the teams in this situation. Ryback may be able to defeat Edge and Christian. I don't really believe any other teams here could. And I'm literally just saying Ryback could maybe beat Edge and Christian. I don't mean any disrespect to Scorpio, it's just this guy's track record hasn't been great lately. In fact, if he doesn't tag out, he ain't making it to WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, this could be big.
Zack Ryder looking for the Rough Rider here as he gets it off on Robert Scorpio there. Center of the ring, Scorpio is covered and he manages to kick out. Brodus Clay, I think he's managed to stall things out pretty nicely here. Ryback going for a shell shock on the outside as Scorpio hits the white tiger bomb. Cover attempt here on Zack Ryder, and oh, Scorpio almost picked up the win there, credit where due.
Nails the head scissor.
I gotta admit, I'm a little surprised. I like the combination there of the tiger bomb and the Scorpio and the shell shock at the same time. Good teamwork, whether that was necessarily orchestrated or not. Cover attempt here on Ryder, former Cruiserweight champion, with another kick out. Scorpio sending Ryder into his corner. Well, okay, that was unusual for Ryder. I mean Ryback. Sorry, Ryback. You can see how I can make the mistake. I mean, they're two extremely different people, but you can see how I can make the mistake from the name, right? Submission hold applied here, and of course Brodus Clay gonna have to come break things up. It looks like the distraction may have... Oh, never mind. Well, unless Brodus Clay can come in there and save Ryder, I believe this match is as good as over. Shell-shocked connecting on Ryder. Brodus Clay in the ring, but not quick enough. And Ryback earns Scorpio and Ryback a spot in the contenders match for the tag team championship. This is hands down one of the oddest tag team combinations I've ever seen. But hey, I guess it's two guys, give it an opportunity, they can make the most of it. I don't necessarily know how well they'll work as a team as time carries on, but they are potentially the next contenders for the WWE Tag Team titles. So I guess we shall see. As we move on to our next match of the night is the main event, and it's a very unusual one. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mankind. Naturally, we saw this match coming, and they're now facing off in our main event. But to know that they're teaming up next week, I hope that they can keep their tensions to a minimum. Here we go. Two former world champions, two former faces of the ECW brand. Stone Cold Steve Austin recently said that he blames Mankind for him no longer being a champion, that it is Mick Foley's fault that Stone Cold Steve Austin got put out of a position got put out of ECW somewhere where he ran the town and got put here on SmackDown where he has not been given any opportunities, any screen time, and he has had to force it. We are awaiting the arrival of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Normally he'd be storming straight out of the ring, but oh, come on now, Austin, what is this? Austin from behind.
What a sneaky attack.
Why? Why would Stone Cold Steve Austin do this? Austin wasting absolutely no time all over Mankind. Mankind able to very quickly fight back here. Oh no. Austin's foul attitude continues to develop here in the WWE. I'm not really sure what is called for this. Let's say I understand the man has wanted a world championship opportunity, has wanted the spotlight, he's wanted to be, you know, considered as much of a star as he was over on ECW. But the time just hasn't come for it, and I think Austin's starting to take this a little bit too far, especially, you know, he got his match against The Rock, he lost. It's not as if an opportunity wasn't given there, even if it wasn't handed to him by management. And management is trying to, you know, reconcile some kind of deal here and say, look, you can be a tag team champion at WrestleMania if you can win the tournament, if you can work with Mankind. By the way, both former world champions are shoo-in to win the tournament if they were actually to compete in it. I have a feeling we're not going to see these two in the tournament next week, though.
I have a strong feeling that these guys will throw caution to the wind and just go full steam ahead. A few more seconds, and this could end in a countout.
Austin is not taking any consideration into the referee's count here, and I don't really feel like we're going to actually see a main event, as Austin has just reset the referee's count. Mankind is trying to fight back as best as he can, but I'm noticing a different side of Austin lately. Things are getting very personal. There's Austin. Ooh. Austin just unrelenting on Mankind. This isn't a match. This isn't even a fight. This is just someone purely taking out their frustrations right now. Austin striking away at Mankind. You notice the boos from the fans here. Very unusual to hear in regards to Stone Cold Steve Austin, a fan favorite for such a long time. I don't think the fans have ever booed this man before. So Mankind busted open. You can see the blood pouring from the openings in that mask, and he's doing everything he can to fight back. I tell you, the man behind the mask, he's a very strong individual. Definitely a glutton for punishment, a lot of people have said, myself included, in the past. Ooh. This is unnecessary from Stone Cold Steve Austin, jumping Mankind from behind to start things off here tonight, and now look at this, choking him out. God. As I said before, you know, I kind of sympathized with Austin originally. I kind of agreed with some of the things he was saying on the SmackDown before Elimination Chamber. You know, Rock hadn't earned anything in a sense. He hadn't defeated any top stars from SmackDown, but he did defeat Austin. He did beat him, and he did deny him that title match. The fact that Austin is still bitter about that and is trying to take out his frustrations on Mankind right now, well, that's, you know, it's unnecessary. But obviously he's got his qualms specifically with Mankind. It seems like the idea that this man will be partnered up with Mankind has genuinely upset him. He is furious about this. The one time you actually try doing them in the game's like, oh, now you want to do them? No, thank you.
Not today, too fast. Austin into
It's
the
fine.
headlock.
If you're not gonna let me do it, I just won't do it. It's fine. I don't care. I'm just trying to sell how much of a bastard Austin's being. I don't care. You gonna need a stupid barricade break?
Is to recover here. That was some serious punishment. Back into the ring now.
And a wicked clothesline.
You notice the way Mankind not even phased by some of these strikes from Austin. This is a man who is used to this kind of a beating. Look at the face. You can just about see through the mask. Just the damage that has been dealt here.
Narrowly avoids the attack there.
Oh, did you see the force behind that?
Oh my, what a flurry of kicks.
Austin continuing this relentless attack on the, you know, his tag team partner next week, might I add.
Just doesn't stop
On the attack.
Again, he sent crashing to the outside.
I said before, this doesn't even feel like a match tonight.
Austin's got it.
Of course, I think we all knew this was coming. Look at the smile on that man's face. There is no remorse in his actions.
The barricade. They destroyed the barricade. What impact?
Take a look at that
I think
again.
enough is enough, seriously. Some point, this has got to stop. I tell you, I don't think Mankind can compete. Now what? What's Austin doing now? He's dragging Mankind by his feet out of that corner.
Goes, and it's imperative he gets back in the ring right now. And there he goes, under the bottom rope. And maybe some order will be restored here.
Austin watching on as Mankind gets to his feet, and there's a stunner.
Another stunner from the
Once again, sending him right into the corner, and Austin, of course, still wanting to get that pinfall victory.
Austin wins.
And this all came off the back of a cheap shot from behind, I want to add. Stone Cold Steve Austin brutalizing Mankind. What is this now? What? Enough is enough. Come on. Stone Cold, oh my god. Striking away at Mankind. Something has really changed in Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think he's made it abundantly clear he will not team with Mankind next week. So I don't know what that means for the Tag Team Championship Contenders Tournament that we have going on. But that's all the time we got for tonight's SmackDown. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow night on Superstars.